Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day, kicking off a great summer. This is a quote by Richard Bach. To bring anything into your life, imagine it's already there. That's so real, folks. I don't know how it works, but I'm telling you, man, you visualize that deal, what you want, somehow it just comes. Pop, right into your life. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. Dow Industrials down 75, NASDAQ off 10, S&P's off 6.5, gold contract flat at $1,172 an ounce. Silver off 3 cents at $15.81 an ounce. Platinum up 8 at $1,085 an ounce. Copper flat at $2.62 a pound. Light sweet crude down 62 cents, trading at $59.65 a barrel. Bonds, we had the 10-year down 8 ticks, 125.15. 30-year down 18 at 149.09. Now, the 10, the 30, the TLT, all and ABC structures on the way down. They were 2 to 3 points away from finishing them up. Bottom line, folks, if you were shot, or I shot those bonds, I'd be covering, or I'd put a stop right next to it right now. The reason being is that the bonds themselves, last week, they had a couple price strength days. The way they backed down today, they backed down with a lot lighter volume, folks, okay? Those bonds want to go topside again. We'll see if, I don't suspect they're going to attack the high, but they want to go topside right now. The setup is just there. King dollar down 23 ticks, trading at 95.39. You have the euro flat at 112.03, and the yen is down 24, trading at 123.61. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, you know, yesterday, bottom line, you came down. Volume expanded. Today, also volume expanded. And what's unusual is that it expanded. It was light volume most of the day. As we were getting into that close, they were throwing some juice at it. The SPY right now is at 209.83. The benchmark is that February 25th high. And inside the cash, and that's the one to keep your eye on, folks, is that's 2119.59. When we had got over that on Tuesday, it couldn't handle it once again. The last time we were over it, we've only been over it 6 times. 5 of them were in April. I mean, May. May 18th over to the 22nd. It stayed over that level, pushed back underneath it again, pushed back underneath with volume. What that sets up, it sets up now you're going to go after these swing lows. And we'll see, in fact, if you get an expansion of volume in order to break down those swing lows. That's in all the indices. Well, no, that's in the S&P. We go to the NASDAQ, the NDX 100. NDX 100 has a lot more work to do in order to get back inside the lower range. So the lower range that we're talking about inside the NDX 100, and the NDX did have an expansion of volume today. We're at 110. And to get inside that range, it would be 109.42. That's the number. The small caps. So we take a look at the small caps, what we have with the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 is at 127.85, and the small caps have quite a way to go lower to get inside the lower range. You know, the small caps had broken topside, got away from the price. You know, small caps went all the way up to 129.29. The benchmark that I'd like to look at on this one is all the way down at 126.31. I'm using, and in all these cases, folks, what I'm doing is this. We've been in consolidation for a long period of time. I'm using the first high in the consolidation as the benchmark. The reason being is that is the first high that was generated. You pull down off that high with lighter volume, with heavy volume. Now, the small caps made two other highs on top of that. But what you like to do is that when you're looking for probabilities, the hardest one to get back inside would be the first one, because it has to break down two separate swings in order to get in it. That's why I'm using it, because that would mean that your probability goes higher, that the market actually wants to go lower. Gold contract out here, what we have with gold is this. We need some price spread happening in gold. We have no sellers in the gold market. We have no buyers in the gold market. What gold is doing, and it's contracting dramatically, by the way. You're coming back into the March 18th sign of strength, and you're doing that with dramatically lighter volume. We haven't got to the lowest swing point just from June 5th yet. We're at 1172.50. If we go over, I'll take a look at the TLT and just show you, as I was just talking about that bond market in general, the TLT has come down from 137. We're at 116, so that's a heck of a move down, period. The TLT looks to me that this last low that was established out here on June 10th, it's testing that level. Today we tested that level with 8 million versus 12 million. And when I look at the 10-year, the actual futures, the 10-year and the 30, they just look to me like they're just prime to do a decent bounce out here. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? Bottom line. And here's where there's no doubt there's a little divergence out here. King dollar, it had a nice sign of strength. Now, the sign of strength that King dollar had was really like the sign of strength that the bonds had last week. That being the case, the King dollar had it on Monday. When King dollar had got to went from a price point of 94.48 to 94.85. It had a price spread. It had a little juice behind it. Now the difference is that I suspect that King dollar looks like it's about a week and a half behind the bonds. So King dollar still wants to go to lower price. What would change that is that if King dollar turns around and gets another day of strength, next 3 or 4 days, and then backs down into those levels with lighter volume. You get that set up, that's going to be like another change of trend that King dollar would do some kind of a counter trend bounce. The market itself, well, here, check this out, because this is really, this part here is really cool. Okay, so all the markets, folks, are waiting to see what the heck is going to be going on in Greece, okay? That's what it's coming down to. I suspect they're just going to kick the can down the road. So the cutoff date is next Monday, actually, Monday. They've been claiming they have to get a deal done every day. Bottom line is that this thing is getting so far over the top that there's going to be a deal. I suspect what the deal's going to be, however, is an extension until Labor Day or something. That's how this thing is shaking out. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We come right back. Dow down 75, NASDAQ off 10, S&P's off 6. We're going to be right back.